What's up, guys? LG from SBYGO here, coming at you with another deck profile. And today we have a very special deck list for you guys, and it's from our very own Ryan, who got third place in our last tourney, which is great. So what did you play that tourney?
I played Virtual World.
All right. How did the deck perform? What was your rounds? How did it go?
Round by round, I went round 1 against Pendulum, 2-0. Round 2, I lost to Salad, 0-2. Round 3, I beat Shadal Invoke, 2-0. And then round 4, I beat Tri-Brigade Zoo, 2-1.
You clapped Tri-Brigade Zoo, right?
I wouldn't say clap, but I
You
won,
clapped
yeah.
it. Nah, best player. All right, and go ahead and show you what he was playing.
For Virtual World names, pretty standard. 3 of almost everything. 2 Nyan, and then 1 2-2. I think the 2-2, a lot of people don't play, but I think it's actually really good. Because let's say you get hand trapped and one of your summons gets blocked, you can just send this off when you search Chinlong, and then you can discard whatever you got negated, bring it back as a tuner, and you can just keep playing.
Any changes to the main deck, the names, or anything that you thought maybe would be a little different and maybe help out?
Not really to change the deck, but there are some techs I want to try out, like Destiny Hero Malicious, and then also Link Apple. Link Apple's I saw that online, it looks kind of cool, so I might try it out. For hand traps, playing Triple Ash and the Gamma package. I really like the Gamma package because since most of the effects, Virtual World effects, activate from hand, this kind of helps protect it. And then since Cyframe Driver is actually a level 6, you can play off with it since the deck mostly consists of rank and synchro level 6 and up. So you can use them as another body. And then Ash, pretty standard, pretty generic, so it's really good.
7 hand traps, that's a good number.
Spells, I'll just start off with the standard Virtual World stuff.
Ooh,
Triple Chenlong, triple Kowloon.
those super Chinlongs though.
Yeah, this is the best card you want to start with. Helps you get Chuche out and then just let you play. And this is one of the best cards to send off of your effects. But then it comes up where you actually need it. So it's pretty good when you can also banish to negate an effect.
Those are the only 2 spells, right?
Yeah,
they're out right now?
So far.
So
Hopefully
far.
they come out with
yeah.
more, but... And then the rest of the spells, triple Pot of Desires, 1 Called By, 1 E-Telly, and then 1 Foolish Burial Goods.
How's the 1 Foolish Burial Goods doing for you? I see some people running 2 to 3 sometimes. Not many people run 1. Do you feel like you see it enough? Do you feel like you want to pump it up?
I don't think I need 2 because if I see it, I see it. I mostly just need it in the starting hand if I don't have anything. So it just dumps Chinlong, but if I'm able to play without it, and have names, it just lets me dump Chinlong naturally. And then obviously triple Pot of Desires. I had a love-and-hate relationship with this card at first because
Everybody does.
I mean, true, but then I played the ratios at 2. But honestly, mostly I just side this card out and just leave it at 1.
That's what I usually do too. I mean, game 2s, you don't really want to see it that much usually.
And for the traps, double Chuche, Janu, and then triple Emperor.
So I always see people dump Jean Wu. Do you ever actually resolve that on field?
It actually comes in kind of clutch, but I didn't have to on Saturday, just because a lot of people don't expect this to be the position shifter. So then people try to go in with big damage, then activate John Woo, switch it to defense mode, and pretty much pass.
It's funny because this deck is pretty much tier 1, tier 1.5, and it's played a lot in hardcore events. But when you're playing at locals, it's even though this deck's been around for a while and it's should be well known, a lot of people don't know what half of this stuff do.
Yeah, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, so I mean, it works out for you, right? Because you have that surprise factor. But yeah, so 40 card main?
Yep.
All right, sounds good.
All right, extra deck. I'll start with Virtual World names. Playing 1 Shen Shen, 1 Fan Fan, 1 Juju. Everyone knows Shen Shen because that's the card that banishes everything.
It's the worst card.
But a lot of people actually don't know that Fan Fan has a graveyard effect. When he gets destroyed or by card effect or battle, you can actually special summon 2 Virtual World cards with the same type and attribute but different names. So pretty much he recovers and gives you a play for the next turn.
What about Juju? Does that ever come up?
Juju actually comes up when I need it, just because he can't get destroyed by card effect or battle, as long as you have 2 names with the same type and attribute. But I actually didn't have to go into him on Saturday. But he also has that effect where he can just send a card to the grave. So that card's pretty good when you can't destroy anything.
Is it targeting?
Yeah.
Ah, I was gonna say. If it was non-targeting, that'd be great.
Next up I have the Crystal Wing
Broken.
Dragoon package. Since the deck really plays level 3 and 6, it's really easy to get into Tizoken. And it's kind of funny because whenever I playtest with my friends, like they always know to block this card, so more than enough whenever I play it and it actually goes through, I kind of get surprised that it actually goes through. Yeah, pretty much. And then also like I have follow-up too, so if let's say he gets blocked, I can just go into Muddy Mud and then fuse into Dragoon. Most of the time if you end with Dragoon, Crystal Wing, and Chuche, that's more than enough to kill boards.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I actually got Dark Ruler, I think it was game 2 against LJ. So yeah, he cleared my board, but I somehow managed to win still without these 4 cards.
It's because you're great. You don't need those to win. Yeah, honestly, what I've noticed is by the time with your deck, if you get into Ultimaya, it's already kind of your advantage at that point, because even if they block the Sulkin and you can't bring out Crystal Wing, like you said, you can still turn it into Dragoon, and that's pretty much the best part of Virtual World, is that no matter what happens, unless you brick, you have something to do.
There's no right or wrong way to play this technically, because there's a lot of different ways to play.
That's why everyone keeps saying this deck is broken.
I mostly play a Synchro based deck, so I'm just going to show the rest of the cards. Geomathemic Final Sigma, Stellar Wolf,
Ooh, Stellar
Wind
Wolf.
Wolf Vermilion Dragon Mech, Coral Dragon, and Stardust Charge Warrior.
You know, I've never noticed how like shiny your deck is. That's actually nice. Like I just realized that.
Yeah. Low key, I think I call this card the unofficial Virtual World card, just because like he's really good. He's a level 12, and then when he's in the extra zone, he's unaffected, and then when he attacks a monster, he does double damage. So I normally combo that off with Utopia Beyond, and it's really good because a lot of people have a hard time going over with it. I didn't go into this card on Saturday, just because I didn't have to, but it's really good if you're able to go into this first while you still have names in the hand, so you can activate the effect and proc his effect. Because once he gets 5 counters, you can pretty much shuffle your opponent's board back. Dragon Mech is really good, but I didn't have to go into him. He lets you, pretty much you can pop itself and then return Lulu back to hand, or a tuner back to hand. And then Coral Dragon Stardust Charge is the draw power. Depending on what I have on field, it determines what I go into. So if I have a tuner already, I'll go into Stardust Charge. And then if I don't, I'll go into Coral Dragon to keep playing. He also has a good interaction with Utopia Beyond as well. Just because since he can attack everything that's special summoned, use Utopia Beyond, drop everything to 0, then you can pretty much go for game if you have a full board.
That's pretty busted. Dang, okay. Also, you guys can tell that he's a really good Yu-Gi-Oh player just because he's rocking those double sleeves. Look at that. Broken.
And then closing out the extra deck, just 3 XCs. Utopia Beyond, Constellar, and then Bamboozling Gossip Shadow. It was kind of funny because I actually wasn't playing this card, but playtesting, I think the night before, I kept ending on weird boards where I just had level 3 tuners on board, so I just decided to just throw this in just in case I end up with that awkward situation again. I think the MVP for me on Saturday was actually Constellar, just because you can detach 1, return a card to hand. So I was able to use this effect multiple times. So I would detach, I think add Lulu back, and Lulu turns into another card. So I would use Lulu effect to bring back a Lao Lao. And then, yeah, pretty much turn 1 card into 3 cards, so that was pretty good.
So I know Zeus has always been a consideration. What would you take out for Zeus, and how would you play that?
I think if I played Zeus, I would probably drop Wolf Freya and Gossip Shadow. Just because I don't really go into this card, it's just nice to have. And then this guy, I would probably just switch this for another Xyz. So I'd probably switch this for Zeus and then this for Thunder Charger.
Nice.
A lot of people try the Downward Magician, but I don't think I need it just because I'd rather play into the rank 6. So Gaia Charger and Zeus would be okay.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best for Virtual World. All right.
For the side deck, I played Double Ghost Spell.
Hate that card.
Originally I had this in the main deck, but I kind of just swapped it out just because like you can't really tell if a lot of people are playing like graveyard effects. And then I didn't want to play 3 because when I had 3, I saw this more than I needed to. I think 2 is the perfect ratio.
So you're telling me you only sided in 2 in game 3?
Mm-hmm.
And you drew it in the first turn?
Yeah, I think
Wow.
game 3 was the only game where I actually sided in a bunch of cards. But yeah.
You only needed to do 1 hand trap when I lost.
For the traps, I'm playing triple strike and triple evenly matched. Going into game 2s, I would think evenly match is actually really good. Just because if I was able to win game 1, they'd probably try to build board. I never had to use it, but it was good to have. And then strike was just good protection.
Very nice. Yeah, pretty much like your typical side deck traps.
Yeah, and then spells, triple dark ruler, triple twin, and Harpy's Feather Duster.
Ooh, ultra rare twins. Okay. Very nice. Did you ever feel like this past tourney that you had to actually resolve Dark Ruler?
I actually did. I think it was round 3 against Shadal and Vogue. My opponent just went Red Eyes Fusion, and I didn't have any hand traps, and I was like, oh, this is going to be game. But since I had Mathmech out, she didn't want to crash the Dragoon. So I just took, I think, 4,600 because of Utopia Beyond and Lulu. And I kind of have a bad habit of just setting this just to bait, or just to like scare them. So she didn't see that I had this set. So next turn I just activated it, and I was able to play Banish Dragoon off with Fan, and I just kept playing.
Very nice. All right. Okay. All right, guys. There we have it. Ryan's Virtual World deck. Really cool deck for people who don't know what these things do. They are great. They're pretty much just... There's no actual combo play, like single combo play, like compared to most combo decks. That's the beauty of this deck, because a lot of people don't know what they're doing, because it just looks like a bunch of people doing magic, and next thing you know, they just end with a crazy board. But yeah, any shout outs?
Just shout out to the boys at SBYGO. Shout out to everyone that playtest. Yeah, it was pretty fun. So yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks guys for watching. If you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys also leave us comments on any questions you might have for Ryan here and what he was playing and how he played it, and like certain combos that he might think are better than others. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.
Like, comment, subscribe.